Little Miss Neat was a very tidy person, probably the tidiest person in the whole world. She lived in Two-Pin Cottage. It was called Two-Pin Cottage because she kept it as neat as 2 pins. She just couldn't stand a mess. Every day she spent all day cleaning, polishing and dusting and making sure things were in their proper places. One morning, Miss Neat awoke in her bedroom at Two-Pin Cottage. She looked out her bedroom window. It had been raining during the night and there was a puddle in the middle of her garden bath. Oh! She gasped in horror and rushed outside with a dust cloth. She mopped up every drop of puddle, then she rushed inside and washed the dust cloth, then she ironed the dust cloth, then she folded the dust cloth, and then she pasted the dust cloth very neatly back in its drawer. Everything in Two-Pin Cottage had its proper place. This story is about the time little Miss Neat went on vacation. She always went away for 1 week every summer, and this year was no different. She was packing, and she spent a whole day polishing her suitcase. And off she set, leaving Two-Pin all neat and tidy. It doesn't get too dusty while I'm away, she thought, closing the door behind her. But something worse than dusty can happen to Two-Pin Cottage. Would you like to know that? It came to tea, said Miss Neat to tell her. But being Mr. Muddle, he somehow got into a muddle mailing the letter. Actually, what happened was that when Mr. Muddle went to mail the letter, he had the letter in one hand and a half-eaten sandwich. And you can guess what happened, can't you? That's right, he mailed the sandwich. Miss Neat again, he chuckled to himself as he walked home. The sandwich is a bit chewy, he thought, because it's a letter, not a sandwich. You mailed the sandwich. After Miss Neat left that Mr. Muddle arrived. He walked up the garden path to Two-Pin Cottage and knocked at the door. No reply. Goodbye, he shouted. It should have been hello, but he isn't called Mr. Nothing but he isn't called Mr. Muddle for nothing. Nobody home, he called. He pushed open the door. Oh dear, he thought as he looked around. No one's home. Never mind, he thought. I'll make myself a cup of tea and wait for Mrs. Neat. So he went to the kitchen of Two-Pin Cottage, made himself a cup of tea and waited, and waited, and waited, and waited, and went home. Miss Neat stepped out of the taxi at Two-Pin Cottage. That was a lovely vacation, she said, paying the taxi driver, but it's nice to be home. She walked up the garden path and went in through the door. She said to herself, looking around. But making tea after a Mr. Muddle visit isn't quite as easy as it sounds. Miss Neat eventually found the teapot not in its proper place, or in the fridge. And she eventually found the milk not in its proper place, in the teapot, and the tea in the sugar bowl, and the sugar in the milk jug, and the cup in the oven, and the saucer in the bread box. But could she find that teaspoon? She could not. Little Miss Neat picked it up. Hello, she said, at the other end of the line. Mr. Muddle suddenly realized he was holding the telephone the wrong way. He turned it the right way. Goodbye, he said. Who's that? Asked Miss Neat. It's you, replied Mr. Muddle. Mr. Neat thought, it's Mr. Muddle, isn't it? Yes, replied Mr. Muddle, getting it right for once. And you paid me a visit while I was on vacation, didn't you? She guessed again. Yes, said Mr. Muddle, getting it right twice. Can I come and see you lunch at your back? Ah, I suppose so, said little Miss Neat. Goodbye. Hello, said Mr. Muddle, and put the phone down. Little Miss Neat sighed a heavy sigh and sat down in the armchair next to the telephone. Ouch! She looked underneath the cushion. There were all her teaspoons and knives and forks. I don't think Little Miss Neat will be taking a vacation next year. Do you? No. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more books like this.